Hi, Alexa Carroll here with Kristina Thompson, the star of Mabel's Dressing Room. Kristina, talk a little bit about the preparation it took to really build the character of Mabel and get into it so well.
To be honest, I had never even heard of Mabel Normand before auditioning for this role, which is embarrassing. But it was a lot. It was obviously, looking on ridiculous things such as Wikipedia, but then also watching clips of her films, YouTubing her. And then actually I had the privilege of talking to a really lovely woman named Marilyn, who was actually the technical advisor on this film. She was raised by a woman named Julia, who was Mabel's nurse. And talking to her, I mean, she could talk forever about it because she loves Mabel Normand so much. And I was lucky enough to talk to her, and she gave me a lot of insight, not just on the things that you can find on Wikipedia or on biography.com or anything like that, but she gave me the insight as far as Mabel's temperament and her personality that people don't always know. It's written about, but to talk to someone who's met Mabel and who knows Mabel, that helped a lot as far as preparation and just kind of finding the energy of her.
Do you feel that you could almost relate to her a little bit as a woman and just inspire from that and trying to put your own little swing on it, or do you just go straight to the facts?
No, absolutely. You know what's funny is the very first time that I watched a clip of Mabel, literally, Rudy called me. I YouTubed her immediately, and there was almost an instant recognition in my soul, which sounds super cheesy, and I totally understand that. But it was like this weird thing where I was like almost immediately connected to her. And one of the really interesting things that I took away from Marilyn was that that Mabel was a runner, that she wouldn't sit there and cry if you broke her heart. She wouldn't sit there and cry if you made her upset. She would go on a trip to Europe. She would go from California to New York, and that was really interesting, and that was something that I don't think I would have found out. Well, not that I'm a runner, but it was something that I felt like you could only find out through someone like Marilyn.
Exactly. Talk a little bit about what you did before this as an actress and where you think this film is going to take you, hopefully.
Oh, gosh. I've done a lot of theater. I'm trained in theater, and I've been trying to get more into film and TV, taken a bunch of classes, been in some short films. I mean, ideally, this would be kind of a really lovely stepping stone into something bigger. But even if it doesn't, that's totally fine. I think that if this shows people a little bit about Mabel and gets people talking about Mabel and knowing more about her, I'm really happy with that.